Welcome back. This is Jack. Hey, how's it going? I actually have to adjust something now. Hang on, working on it. So heads up, for those who don't know how my setup is, I might be getting quieter on your side. So how my setup is, I have a mixer board, and the mixer board is tied to my first PC, my gaming PC. All sound goes through that, and then it's lined out into my other computer. That's how that works. Now, with that part said, how I've had my mixer previously, because it's how I was used to doing it for everything, and it's not how you're supposed to do it, is the audio bar for the audio mixer for OBS is supposed to. I always had it where it would just be sitting just on the side of red, like where it was almost peaking, because I have really good microphones, so peaking wasn't too much of an issue. And that was because I got into the habit of having it crank the fuck up, so it was over the game. Well, the problem is I would also crank up the game, and it just created a cycle. So right now I'm watching to see where it is. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it in the green, unless I get really excited, that kind of thing. Um, and then I'll just adjust the game and system accordingly. That's what I'm trying to do now. I do apologize if that means you have to adjust your volumes when you're watching my streams and stuff like that. Also, welcome back. This is Jack. I don't know if I said that. So weird small victory in my brain. I finally figured out how to tell the difference between which effect to use. And like this sounds like a weird thing, because you have AFFECT and then you have EFFECT, and they actually mean similar but different things. Like I couldn't break down the exact difference, but A comes before E. That's it. Effect is um, effect with an A is cause and effect. It's going to cause something effectively, and then effect is what has already happened. You, roughly, there's probably more nuance to it than that, but that's what I'm reading it as. Like it sounds like a really weird thing, but this feels like the same victory when you can tell the difference between the theirs. Um, and I know this sounds stupid. I really know it does. I don't care. I'm proud of myself. Now I got to figure out how to master the proper use of two. TO versus TOO, obviously. Which English being my first language, it sounds really stupid to be proud of these things, but I know these are a lot of like English language ticks that a lot of people mess up on, and it only makes me proud of myself for like taking the time to learn them. I don't care if you get them wrong. It's more of because I do a lot of writing. And it always bothers me when I see that red line. I'm like, I thought I got the right one, and no, I didn't. I know I keep looking up at the thing. I'm watching the bars. That's why I keep looking up. I know no one's in chat just right now, or if there is, they're just listening. Um, so that's what's going on with that. All right, cool. I need to switch that around. Today's gonna be a short stream. Like that's almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. There's a chance that I just get stuck in playing Dark Souls and don't do anything. Um, so officially the reason, and this is the majority reason, I have a lot of adulting to do and fake adulting to do. Because I kept putting off my laundry, so I got to take care of that. I'm running out of clothes, and I've been sleeping on my bed without sheets. I have my blanket. That's the important part to me. I pulled that straight out of the dryer, just went to sleep. I've been doing that for the past 2 days. Um, and then the second thing is, and I'm running out of clothes now. They're in the dry right now. And the second thing is I want to do a lot of cleaning around the apartment, especially around the kitchen sink. And then the third thing is I got to do. I'm redoing the cable management around my desk because it's atrocious. Like I'm not good at cable management. I'm just freaking not good. If I could hire someone to take care of it for me, here's my resources. I've got all the cables. I've got all the zip ties, all that good stuff. I even have the Velcro zip ties, which are good because you can keep reusing them. Um, I've got the mesh sleeves you can use, but I'm just not good at it. And the bigger problem is I have a standing desk. Y'all probably don't know this because I don't use standing desk mode much because I'm afraid of the cable management. I'm afraid that if I raise the desk, it's going to just unplug something or pull something off my desk. Um, so I don't use it very often. But I'm trying to move over to using my standing desk mode more often, especially if I'm in work mode. So streaming, you'll probably see me using it more often. I actually have a new chair that's a standing desk chair. It's where you don't get to like you can sit on it, take the weight off your feet, but you're not stabilized. So you get to take the weight off your feet for a bit, but then you're inclined to get back up anyway. And then I have another chair coming in because I'm retiring this one I'm sitting in, and it's not really breaking or falling apart. So I'll be giving it to my good friend Shay. Um, but the reason why, and this is stupid, this is really stupid because I could have used the money for something else. It's because it doesn't have wheels. I'm not joking. That's part of the reason. Plus, my fat ass does break chairs fast, and I wanted to get Shay a chair before that happened. I think she's using like a metal fold-out one, which just sounds painful. I've got one of those too. That's for my workshop. And then I've got a stool that I have right here, which is what I used to use when I was using standing desk mode, and I wanted to take the load off my feet. But my cat Zane fell in love with it, so I never get to use it anymore. But having the wheeled out chair means you guys can see it. I'll be able to rearrange my treadmill so that it actually now faces just behind where I'm currently seated. I'll have to rearrange my portable AC unit, but the idea behind it being that it makes it easier for me to transition between standing desk mode in the chair, and standing desk mode on the treadmill. The only thing I could probably do to take it to the next level is to get a wireless keyboard, like a little Bluetooth one or just a little cheap one that's also got a little trackpad on it, and I can put it on the. Y'all can see it. It's like the lip where you're supposed to put your phone, and then just have it there where I can control the computer from there. That would be probably a good idea because I do fully intend to be on the treadmill sometimes when I'm streaming. There's like a limited amount of games I'd be able to play like that because like if I had a bike, I could do it much easier. Where and I could do like I really wish I had a bike versus the walking treadmill, but that's another conversation. One, my weight is a big difference. Two, my gait because I have really wide shoulders. I don't know if y'all can tell this. I got a really wide set of shoulders. Like my gait, my walking gait is pretty wide. Happens when you got a 50-inch chest. I'm not joking, and that's not fat. It's straight up, my muscle structure is 50 inches and bone. I've got a really solid frame, and I'm 5'9", in case anyone's wondering on my height too. Which I like being 5'9". Like it'd be nice if I was 6 feet tall because everybody loves being 6 feet tall. But being 5'9" means everything's built for my height, so it's really cool. The only downside is because of my chest frame. Shirts that cover my stomach right are tight across the chest. Well, as I'm putting on muscle, that's actually not a bad thing because then I look more muscular. But unfortunately, I haven't lost enough weight. I'm still stuck at 230-ish. Like I sit around 230, 235, depending on how much I've eaten that day. I'm getting much more into food management is probably, but food prepping. I think the audio bar is good enough so I can stop checking it out. That's part of the reason why I've been talking so much instead of just jumping into the game because I have the game up. What I'm probably going to be doing, so for those who want to know and those who might care, I use ButcherBox currently. I've got a lot of those permanent membership deals, which are really cool, where I get bacon every month for free and buffalo wings that I can make into buffalo wings every month. Every time I get an order, I get that for free, guaranteed. I think I also get ground chicken now, too. Well, I'm going to make that every other month, and I'm going to make the smaller order instead of the family size order because I can eat the whole thing by myself. I eat a lot of food. So it's more comes down to my calorie intake versus my protein intake, which is not always easy. Which reminds me, I have my creatine right there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be finding one of those meal prep things where they just send you already made food, you just microwave it or whatever. And I'm going to try and stick with that and see if that helps my diet. If it doesn't, but I'm still probably going to keep ButcherBox going so I have an excess amount of meat coming in, and that's more of when I want to make something specific, and just do meal prep based off that. The biggest problem is because I don't care about taking in carbs and stuff like that. Because carbs are more long-term energy and stuff like that. Yeah, your body will retain it and turn it fat. It just means I can't eat, which I do anyway, but eat like a whole pizza or whatever. Like sometimes I break down and just want a whole pizza, and that's what I do. Mind you, that's my meal for the day. So it's not like eat a whole pizza and then eat the rest of my meals. No, that's my meal for the day, and probably the next day too. Whole pizza's delicious. All right, I think it's time for me to finally actually get into the game. I will be making some assets. At least that's my goal. For some projects. Like I have 2 shirts I want to do. I want to redo my I'm a Romanceable NPC shirt. I want to redo it. So, so it's a giant heart because that'll people will notice that, and it says romanceable NPC. That's one thing I want to do. And then the other I want to do is I'm really not looking forward to this part. I almost want to skip it and just go to the Grave of the Saints, but I'm not going to. Or not skip it, but come back to it later. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's one of them. Is where I want to do the Okay, that should be good. Well, no, because that's just I gotta turn it down just a little bit. The game might be a little quiet for you guys, and I do apologize for that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Immediate poison swamp stuff. I forgot. This is FromSoft. Well, technically it's not. No, well, kind of is because the Scholar one, which is the effectively the collector's edition, is FromSoft. It's when they took it and said, "Hey, we're redoing this." They didn't remake it from the ground up, but they did retweak it. So technically, this is FromSoft. Technically, it's not. Yeah, I already can tell I'm gonna hate this. Mind you, I feel like this is already better than Blighttown. He says optimistically. You don't get a chance to parry me if I've already just smacked the fuck out of you. Oh, I'm gonna get poisoned no matter. Okay, I almost got poisoned. Like I was right at the edge of it. I'm gonna let that poison bar go down. I'm gonna try and put off being poisoned for as long as I can. Although I could probably jump that. Unless it's actually more of a fog. Yeah, it looks like it's more of a fog. That sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get poisoned. I think I have like one anti-poison on me. That's one of the things I'm already missing from Elden Ring, is you can make all your own anti-stuff. Like your own cures. You don't have to go buy them, you can have an infinite supply of them. Is he coming after me or not? Alright, guess not. No, that's mind you if you actually go out of your way to do it. And the anti-poison is one of the more annoying ones because you have to kill like the flying beetles or the flying bugs, and if you don't have like a ranged weapon, which makes it a lot easier when you get the throwing knives, but that's only in the DLC. There's two of them, so I'm going to be finding out how good I can handle them. I'm assuming they throw things. Come on, trying to bait you. Actually, let me take a step back. Let's use the regular throwing knives because I don't need the laceration ones. Okay, they don't have as much health as they look like they're going to. Is he just going to sit there and throw darkness at me? Yeah, he is. Okay, well, he's at least created some distance between him and the other one. Alright, so 3 hits, roughly. Three hits and they can one-shot me. Okay, so 1 hit roll and then maybe 2 hits. God damn, I'm off to a great start. Mind you, I'm not wearing any armor. I kind of want to dump more points into like so I can eventually start wearing armor. But more than likely, I'm just going to stick to not wearing armor. I can see where Elden Ring got there. You got poisoned sitting on your skin or your clothing. Bullshit. Hang on a second. My coffee's in a bad position for me to just casually reach over and grab. And so is my, let's go ahead and take a drink of my creatine while I'm waiting for my poison to be dealt with. Shake it up. I do have some protein powders, and it's not like the meal replacement ones that like have a stupid amount of calories. It's actually like flavorless and calorieless, so it's literally just a protein supplement. So if I'm eating like just a shit ton of vegetables, or vegetables are more my meal, I can use one of those to cover down. Oh yeah, it's something else I need to put on my belt before I forget. So far this is not that bad. Like, yeah, it's a poison swamp. with Poison Fog and all that good stuff, but I still don't view this as bad as the Lake of Rot. Now, mind you, the Lake of Rot, you're not there for very long, and there's not a lot there to worry about. There is a boss that you kind of have to deal with, or you can deal with there. Go ahead and get him. What we're doing is we're making him attack a couple times. Because every time he attacks, he takes a couple steps forward. Yeah, if I can get behind them because of how long it takes for them to turn around, they're not a problem. Okay, so these guys are more intimidating than actually dangerous. Plus, it doesn't seem like they aggro until you've actually hit them, or you get too close. Maybe just hit them, because actually the second one didn't bother trying to hit me until... I probably didn't need to kill those guys, but this game's made me bloodthirsty, so... You look like you're made of souls. I want your souls. Can I target him? God damn it. I do have a bow that I can use. I picked up the Pursuer's Bow? Oh wait, can I break that? Doesn't look like it. Actually, if I probably threw something... Hey, Duckman. What's your day looking at you like? I doubt this will work. Oh, hey. I was kind of hoping you guys would jump down, to be honest. I doubt this is going to work, but let's give it a try. Yeah, I think so. Quack, 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 quack. It's the majestic space duck. Sorry, I got Dragon Ball bridged in my head, so anytime I hear anything about ducks, that's where my brain goes. I think if you're at any part of the internet, you have to respect Dragon Ball Abridged. Otherwise, you're just a sinner. Like, you don't have to like it, but you have to at least go, these guys did a great job. Like, it was good enough that, one, Akira Toriyama himself was watching it and protected them from copyright bullshit. Oh, thank God. That's part one. Part two is reasonable to believe inspired him to make Super, which, regardless how you feel about Super, that's legitimately awesome. That's a whole nother topic, though. You're in a good time. I just got done talking about like all my workout weight loss stuff, which is clearly not Dark Souls 2. I don't even know if I can level right now. Let's see here. I really want to up my vitality. Because that... Oh, I can't even do it. Actually, I might be able to. Hang on. I already came back here, so I'm not going to disappear without checking at least. Okay, good. I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to say a hot take. I don't want them to make a sequel to Elden Ring. I don't want them to make a sequel to Bloodborne or Sekiro. Not because of the experiences with Dark Souls 2 and 3. That's actually not the reason. We probably should start upping my health so I can take a better hit. But I don't need to worry about that. Oh wait, no, we were upping my dexterity so I could start using the Pursuer's Sword. That's right. I forgot about that. Glad we got that out of the way. I was going to say something. Oh, I was talking about this earlier and I completely lost track of my thought. So one of the shirts I'm redoing is it currently says, I'm a romanceable NPC. It's just words. And an idea hit me is to put the words on a giant heart so the heart catches attention and just says romanceable NPC. Yeah, I'm not going down in that poison swamp just yet. I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can. Which I know this is a poison swamp area, so it's not going to be very easy. But we're going to do what I can. Is this just the other side of where that guy is? Oh no, this is a whole other area. Okay. Oh, we got a new monster that I haven't seen before, so that's fun. Can I stagger him? Okay, I can stagger him. That's bullshit. You don't get poisoned. You at least drop your... Oh, well, you dart... I don't care about Tetanite shards, if I'm being honest. I really don't care. I'm gonna hate this. Okay, I can break them from pretty good far away because of my sword. There we go. I'm now in the Earthen Peaks. And Dark Souls 1, you're right, because you have both poison and fast poison, which is effectively just like an early incarnate of Scarlet Rot. The fuck are you? Okay, yeah, you are an enemy. Okay. I do feel like one of the things that I said this a little bit ago, but I feel like one of the things that Elden Ring did really good is it set up you to be able to deal with like poisons and Scarlet Rot by extension. Hell, like any of these status effects a lot more easier because you're just able to make the cures. Because one of the biggest problems with dealing with consumables in any of the Souls-like games is you can casually lose them. Trap ahead. Okay, it's gonna spit out poison. Was that Quolug's daughter? I mean, if you're talking about the Sinless guy, it still suggested that, but there's like a lot of other theories. Like I looked into it. There's a lot of theories about who that actually is. All right, let's find out what's going on. The Covetous Demon. Hey, it looks like a girl I may have once dated. I don't know. Please tell me that's all you do as an attack. I would greatly appreciate it. It looks like that's all you do. Awesome. Damn it, you have another type of attack. Yeah, I should have guessed you had a tail attack. You know what, screw it. Yay, I've killed my one boss quota per stream. I can end the stream now. Alright, thanks for... No, I'm not ending it now. Cassio's origin? I don't know what you're talking about. My brain turned off, so I don't know who you're talking about. Because Quelaag... Hang on, I actually want to talk about this. Quelaag is... Quelaag was the witch who got one of the souls, not the Dark Soul, because that was the Pygmy. She got one of the souls. I forget which one. And she tried to use it to create a new Soul of Fire. And it turned her and two of her daughters into the Tree of Sin. And then her other two daughters, one of her sons turned into the Ceaseless Discharge. Two of her other daughters turned into the snakes. Quelaag is one. I think that's Quelaag is who we're talking about. Or no. I forget her name. She's like the half spider woman that you fight. And then her sister, who's like blind and stuff, who's like one of the Covenant leaders. That's her other sister. And she dies no matter what. Because she was dying and being fed souls to be kept alive. And then she has another daughter who's actually perfectly fine. She's perfectly human. When you fight Ceaseless Discharge, you actually plunder her altar because all of her siblings think she's dead. You really don't learn about her unless you're being a pyromancer, because she teaches you some of the most powerful pyromancer stuff. Unless that's coming from Vada Vidi, and I disagree with him on a few things. Not Dark Souls specifically. Elden Ring is where I disagree. Because Dark Souls 2 feels like it went out of its way to not have any direct connection with Dark Souls 1. Like, it really feels like they went out of their way for it. What's... Oh, Vada Vidi. Take a look at that. Hang on. I don't watch his stuff as much anymore. Not because he's bad or anything like that. I just don't. So this is Vadavidi. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but he is pretty much what's largely regarded as the lore master for all of Elden Ring stuff. He makes really good content, really good content. It is good, and he explains a lot of like the details behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, like explaining the lore you pick up from the books and then like connecting it for you. He's really good. Now another person I do enjoy. Okay, quack. This is the person I actually tend to follow their content more closely is Zuli the Witch. Zuli the Witch is not somebody who like she doesn't do the same thing. Like she knows the lore pretty damn well, probably getting a lot of her information from Vadavidi, but she's actually more of a hacker or a modder, as you would say. She actually gets behind the scenes and looks at a lot of their content, allowing you to see like a lot of the hidden details. Like one good one I really do like is her continuously showing the new biggest dragon, and this one right here is a really good one too, because like the boss that stood out to a lot of people in trailers was this character, and you find out the dancing lion is actually just two guys wearing a suit, and you actually see how they animated it having actual two human figurines controlling things, and it's really good, and she breaks it down for you. Not to mention she uses like a lot of Zelda music, so it's a lot of peacefulness. So I do recommend Vadavidi and Zuli the Witch if you're looking for dives into Elden Ring lore. And she does, in case you're wondering, both of them actually tackle Dark Souls 2. They have their own playlist right here. And one of my favorite ones in this one, because I do watch her stuff on repeat sometimes, or just turn on the playlist, is, unfortunately she doesn't voice over anything, so you have to read shit, is, where is it? My favorite one's in here, and I can't remember where it's at. I'm feeling stupid. But basically, it breaks down like the process of how they made the dragons. That's what it is. Not the dragon, sorry, the giant. Is one right here. The giants used to be huge, is one example, and then there's another one where they do the same thing right here. Why they tore off their faces. So if you're looking for some good content, there you go. And that's just the details on the stream. Anyway, let's get back to murdering things. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Hooray for Hole. I'm good. Alright, I guess I do need that hole. Oh, wait, no, I've got a way up. Alright, dick. I hadn't done anything to you yet. Well, don't forget, the Switch is going to be getting Switch 2 soon. Soonish. Which I'll probably actually end up getting one and let my sister keep my Switch, my original Switch. I'm assuming that's a poison thing. If I hit, it would just explode. You look like a fake wall. Switch 2 shouldn't be out. No, they have the... that's another thing that'd be fun to talk about. Hang on. Don't want you all guys accidentally seeing my internet search history. You'll find out... you find out I look up the history of umbrellas. So you have the Switch OLED. So right here what you have is the Switch OLED. The Switch OLED just has like a better screen. The engine is still the same. Hey Trickster. The screen is still the same, but its components, the rest of the components are the exact same. The Switch 2 is another creature entirely, and it's where they upgrade the actual hardware. You could have described a lot of animes with that statement. Season 2 is getting weird. Episode 2 of like my dear friend Nokutan got weird. God damn it! I pulled up my goddamn Discord instead. All right. Hey, I feel like I'm in Sen Fortress. Do you guys feel like I'm in Sen Fortress? Yeah, there's gonna be people shooting arrows at me as there's a big fucker. Fuck, I was in the menu. That's one of my problems I've been having with this game. But yeah, the Switch 2 is not out yet, and I imagine like Elden Ring will be on the Switch 2. I really doubt they wouldn't. The only way it could be better is if they released Bloodborne. God damn it! Yeah, I know, you showed me that. You showed me that. The only way it could get better is if they release Bloodborne on the Switch. Even if they're like, yeah, we're not releasing it on PC, but we'll release it on the Switch, I'd be actually okay with that. I'd hate it, but I'd be okay with it. There is a new Souls game coming out? Or a Souls-like game? I wish to make the distinction between the two. Now I gotta remember where I'm at. Intro, the last song. There's actually a couple of Souls-likes coming out, because I usually keep track of them to some degree. And Lies of P is supposed to be getting a sequel. Where is my Souls? Oh shit, I didn't see him for some reason. That checks out. So, goes without saying, I'm very much against slavery, so that's fair. Oh shit, Flame of Valhalla. There's another one. Let me. Oh, somebody's following me. I'm actually gonna run back to the starter city because I want to go level up because I forgot how much runes I had, or not runes, souls. I keep saying runes. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. There's another one that I'm on the fence of playing because once again, I play Majula. That's it. I play a lot of Souls-likes. I play a lot of them. Let me actually pull up my Steam. So, just in my library, for some reason, like Monster Hunter games also end up in here. Anything with the Souls-like tag gets put in here. So I have, of course, everything from FromSoft, and I also do have Demon's Souls on my PlayStation. I have Lords of the Fallen, which is a great game, Lies of P, Neo 2, I also have Neo 1, I don't know where the hell that's at. I don't know why Outriders is listed here. I've never touched Outworld. I never finished Remnant 2, Remnant 1. I've finished Remnant 2. I haven't done the second DLC. Sekiro, I've bought that twice. Steel Rising, it was a great game. The Surge 2, Thymesia, Wulong Fallen Dynasty is probably one of my favorite games from Ninja Theory. But the new one that's being worked on, I don't trust what's in my wish list, so I'm not showing you all that. There might be an adult game in there I don't want to admit that I put in there. Oh, here it is. This is another one that's being talked about, but the developers I heard are assholes. Comes out in 4 weeks. Is Black Myth Wukong, and you play as Sun Wukong. That right there makes it intriguing. I'm debating if I want to pick it up, but apparently the developer has been a complete bag of ass to a lot of people, and I don't want to deal with, like, if they turn out to be a bag of ass and they like start copyright striking or copyright claiming people streaming their game, and I just don't want to deal with that. I'm too small of a channel to get away with it. I already get enough copyright claims because of goddamn Trickster. I mean, Trickster's great. What are you talking about? In all seriousness, actually, a lot of my copyright claims right now is because, like, the game music that I was playing for a long time, like when we were doing my startup, the developer suddenly decided we're going to copyright claim anybody who uses it, and so almost every stream has it, just beyond a certain point. It does sound interesting. Once again, I promise I'll look into it. As something to watch. I think my dexterity is now high enough I would be able to start using the Pursuer Sword. No, I need to go up one more level. Yeah, so they'll probably copyright claim you, but not strike you. And I'm guessing Osu or Os, as it's actually pronounced, would be the same way. At least I guess it would. But I imagine like the speedrunners, it's not that big of a deal, or they speed it up. All the music, obviously, almost all the music for like Guitar Hero. And the only reason I'm mentioning these games is actually because of the speedrunning community. I like following speedrunning communities. Carl Jobs does a great job of talking about it. I pay attention to Elden Ring speedrunning. Like I've attempted to do my own speedrunning of it. I'm not good enough. I'm getting there, but I'm not good enough. And I take long breaks from doing it. I'm not somebody who can just like put their nose to the grindstone and just lay into something like that. But I at least know the current method of doing a any percent glitchless. I'd like to get good enough that I could do all great rune bearers, which means you'd have to be able to take out Malenia on the fly. Fruit of Evolution. Okay, shoot me the name. I'll add it to my watch list. And you know I will, because I always do. Do those guys have no heads? Or is that just a graphical glitch? I'm gonna guess graphical glitch. I want some people's thoughts on this. Who's seen Rise of the Shield Hero? Because that is an anime I actually do like, but I know I can get a lot of grief about it because the main character like participates in a lot of slavery bullshit. And like there's like you can justify it by saying it's an in-world thing, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, they just naturally have no heads. Damn. And a lot of the people that he ends up enslaving, he ends up semi-freeing them, and then they just want to be a slave anyway. Quack, not me. Okay. Yeah, I know you do. I recommend it. It's a really good, I'm gonna call it realistic isekai, in the regards that in that he starts out like this super happy-go-lucky. I'm gonna watch to see if this slams down. Yeah, that's what I thought. He starts out like this rather optimistic and trusting hero, but after the first episode, it's gone. He becomes this rather dark, realistic hero, and he does do slavery semi-commonly. There is a story reason why he gets like that, and it's up to you whether or not it's a good thing or not. Well, not a good thing, a justifiable thing. I should say that instead. But it is a good anime. If you're looking for a... Season 2 does suck. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. I don't know if like just the storytelling got bad, or the animation, or the pacing. I can't tell you, but it's just not as good as the first season. Alright, somebody I don't have to kill is right there. And I don't see how I'm supposed to get over to them. Oh, wait. They do look like someone who's trying to kill me. Did they just throw a fireball at me? Yes, they did. Alright, so they are an asshole. Got it. I'm not dealing with them. I can deal with the yandere. Like, they're very straightforward in what they want to do. It's the tsunderes that annoy the hell out of me. Which is odd because, like, one of the animes I've been watching, and I've actually watched it several times now, is Windbreaker. And the main character is straight up a tsundere. Which is, a male tsundere is always interesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. I am poisoned. Oh, I needed one of those. Bitch thought she could. You know what? I'm gonna go back and go down the, down that wall fog. You know what? No, I've already gone this far. The poison spewed out, but then she also exploded this thing. So it actually does make sense. It's annoying, but it makes... Oh, shit! You just straight get hurt touching those blades. Okay. Oh, random question. Do you guys care about a new Elden Ring build that I started running with? Well, not running with it. I'm able to do. It's a sore subject for the MC. Yeah. Oh, then you're talking about Tsukamichi, Moonlight Fantasy. It's the same thing. Like early in the series, he does the same thing for a good second. All right. Before I finish this stream, I'll let y'all see it. All right. I don't know if there's a way for me to get across there without just getting hit by those blades. The only thing I could... Oh, I see how. And I'm poisoned again. Before I take too much damage. I don't know if I can jump up there. Well, Oh, okay, I just fell. That's fine. Well, then we're not going to deal with that. I'm not going to deal with that. We're going to go through the... Oh, did you not see what they released today? Did you not see what they released today? Yeah. Oh, there's a bonfire right here. That made things so much nicer. Glad I came back to look at that. That was more towards Trickster, because Trickster's usually on point with his movie stuff. But the answer is, yep, X-23. X-23's back. Same actress and everything. Which is really good, because, like, apparently she had kept training even after the movie, and so she's, like, in much better shape than she was when she was a little kid, obviously. So that makes me happy. I'm probably going to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to wait until it's released. Not from theaters, because I need to start going to theaters just so I could be around people again. Yeah, I know you do. I'm surprised you don't have like an early screening somehow. Because I don't know how, but you always seem to have like an early screening ticket, or like I don't mean to attack you. I don't mean to attack you for that, because I really do like that you have something that I'm gonna say you have a passion for. Amazon, stop. I have a smart device right next to me and it misheard me and thought I was wanting it to play music. I do not. Be wary of trap, then I'm not going that way. Glad it I didn't. Is that an invader or just somebody who's red? Oh, my little sister informed me that the invader that I killed in yesterday's stream was an NPC one, and I'm mad at her now because she took away something that made me really happy. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I don't see it now. It was a raider, but it wasn't a it was an NPC raider. All right, I guess I am going this way. I really don't want to get poisoned. I do have like one more. All right. Thankfully, I can kill these guys in one hit, more or less. I mean, you're right. Technically, if he had never... technically, he also had no use in the third movie either. YouTube's listening to you. Technically, he had no real use except for to save his dad in the third one. Alright, so... Oh, hey, my first mimic. How is he not dead? There we go. Dark Gauntlets and Work Hook. Nice. I feel like if I activate this, it's gonna just crush me. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna not use the thing I got. So, there we go. Yeah. But they also would have done, pretty much been the same way with... they wouldn't have been able, I don't think they'd been able to solve all the puzzles for the... Okay, so I do have to go kill those guys. Great. They wouldn't have been able to get the chalice either in the third one. Oh, that's just straight poison. I'll just throw these at you if you don't want to come after me. Unfortunately, you don't get poisoned going through that bullshit. Catch you later, Trickster. One of the reasons I don't like playing online is seeing those ghosts sometimes makes my butt clench. There's no way I don't get poisoned. Let's go ahead and use that. Please don't be a boss. Alright. Oh, great. I'm in a poison arena. With no real heals left. That's how I feel about it. And there was no close spawn point to it. At least I don't think there was. It probably was, actually. I don't know how far away it was because I did a lot of exploring. The full moon sickle looks cool. Alright. I'm going to see if I can get back to her. Oh shit, there's a trap right there I just remembered about. Also this asshole. I'm going to see if I can reasonably get back to the boss and give her another try. Another real try. And then after that I'll probably just show you all the Elden Ring build real fast and then call the stream. Because I got a lot of adulting to do. Duckman, I don't know if you're subscribed or not. I think I've seen you. I vaguely remember you being in chat before. But if you're not subscribed, you'll know the next time I go live. You know what? Screw it. I'll give it a try. Yeah, poisoned. And there was no illusionary wall, so the game, some asshole tricked me. That's a load of suck. I'm gonna burn through my life gems. You subbed earlier. I appreciate it. It does. I don't. Oh, because YouTube's picky about it. The reason there was no alert is based on your privacy settings for your account on YouTube. It won't set off an alert. So I do have alerts, but because of your privacy settings, it didn't go off. Or my alerts are broken. Either are possible. Thankfully, I attack faster than them. To be honest, that was less me telling you and more me troubleshooting in my head. Oh shit, I forgot she was there. How did she survive that? There. I'm gonna, once again, just spam my life gems right now. Looks like I'm not the only one who has the philosophy of use a fuck-off sword. In case you're wondering why I was like trying to troubleshoot it in my head, is because one of the things I end up doing a lot is tech support for a lot of people. I was kind of hoping... Wait, can I remove it? Okay. So I end up having to like mentally troubleshoot bullshit. You get the use the radiant one. Glad I took that full on. Alright, yeah, I'm not beating her in this one. I'm going to either have to do some leveling or rethinking on this. There might be a way to drain the poison out of the room, which will make a world of difference. We'll find out. I'm going to not lie. I'm going to look into it. Alright, I'm going to show you my Elden Ring build. And I did already beat my one boss per stream, so I'm not breaking my rule. Me flipping over to Elden Ring doesn't count. Oh, I just respec'd out of my best build. God damn it, I just realized that. So I can't show you the best version of my build, which uses the Blasphemous Blade. But basically I was doing 3K to 4K, and I get health every time I do it. Because the Blasphemous Blade, if you don't know, in case you don't know, the Blasphemous Blade, every time you use the ult and you hit something, you get health. I'm glad I have such a large hard drive for this computer. But yeah, basically, so the Blasphemous Blade, you can power it up using the Fire Scorpion Talisman, which does increase the damage dealt to you by 8%, but increases all fire damage by 15%. Additionally, you can use the Magma Charm, which comes in the new DLC, which increases, I think, all magma damage, which the Blasphemous Blade's attack is considered, the special one, by another 15%. And then there's a third talisman I was using that did it again. I forget what it is. So I was doing about 3K to 4K against most targets, unless they had a decent resistance to fire. Oh, and that's without me using Fire Within and Golden Vow, because I forget about that all the damn time. In case anyone was wondering, this is the same character I played on stream when I did the DLC. I almost want to do another run through of it, like completely. I don't know what class, I don't know what like build I'd run with, because I've already done the bonk build version and I did the martial arts stuff. So anyway, this is my new build I'm dicking around with, just because I wanted to use the Spear of the Impaler, which is Mesmer's weapon. Because its abilities are really interesting. So its basic poke ability is pretty good. Like, by itself, it's good. It does fire damage and poke. Oh yeah, this is the Fire Knight armor. I'm just wearing it because it looks cool. So its basic poke ability is good. Your heavy attack is this. You just yeet a spear. You charge it up, which is considered a charge attack, and it does that. Yes, I'm gathering them for a reason. That fucker thought he knew what he was doing. Oh, you interrupted it, asshole. I might have to raise my poise. And that's his ult. I know I'm just beating up a bunch of, like, literally the starter area characters, but this is where I usually do a lot of testing of abilities and see how they feel and flow. Yeah. Holy quack. Also, hi, some random dude. I thought that was Duckman who said that statement. But yeah, the new armors are legit. My favorite look I like to go with is this. Once again, this is New Game Plus. I've already beaten the DLC with this character. My favorite look is something like this, because I love doing the martial art build. You know what? I'll wear some relatively normal pants. Solomon Grundy want pants too. But yeah, doing this with a martial arts character is a lot of fun. Just because you samurai would also be fun too with it. There is an alternate way I've done this build. So the reason why I can't use the previous build I was using, I'd have to respec to do it again, is faith based. I had a faith of like 80. I think my dexterity is only 60 on this one, but with a faith of 80, I was doing an obscene amount of damage. While at the same time, I'm able to use the, or I could just use the Great Katana for it. Same thing. It's very faith based. I'm gonna go ahead and equip it right now and just show you what Ash of War I was using for it. God damn it. I'm not changing anything. Oh, I didn't even show you it at full power, by the way. This is the Ash of War I was using that I find a lot of fun. And now my sword's on fire. It was already doing fire damage. Now it's doing more. And because it's a katana, it naturally does bleed. So this, and nothing, if nothing else, running around with a flaming katana, is there anything anything more metal than that? And I could probably actually tweak it. So I want to test this because I actually haven't tried this. I can flip it over to Keen, which makes it very dexterity based. It loses its natural fire. Let's test this. Hang on, we're testing this. Alright, so now it's on fire, so it now should be doing fire damage, but it's still dexterity based. Okay. Now let's do this. Flame Grant Me Strength is probably the only blessing you need, and it's a low-level blessing. It doesn't require much. And its bonuses is the same across the board. Oh, that was one-handed. Alright, there we go. So, so here's the build. You have, let me get away from, this is still geared towards me using the spear, because I can make this a lot more powerful if I wanted to. The Flame Scorpion is a big part of it. You do take more damage, which is why you actually see me bothering to wear armor. The Smithing Talisman is, once again, for the spear. Hang on, let me put the spear back on. Especially before I forget. I spent a lot of yesterday just like flipping between all these different weapons, trying to find the version I liked. Anyway, so the Fire Scorpion Talisman increases all fire damage. That by itself is good. The Smithing Talisman is for enhances weapon thrown attacks. Hey, guess what? My R2 and heavy R2 is empowered by that. The Axe Talisman increases my heavy R2. And then this just makes my my basic, my ultimate much more powerful. But there's a lot of options that you could do differently, at least I think. Hell, you could run with a shield and that'd be a lot of fun. Get a stamina booster. There is some armor that would also help a lot too. I do want to check this. Hang on. No, it wouldn't be good. I was looking at my equip load. If I can get my equip load below 25, which would be completely naked, let's check that out. We're going to check this out. Let's check this out. Actually, there's more choices now that I'm really thinking on it. But anyway, so I just threw the Dancer's Talisman on. Oh, let me reset everybody. The Dancer's Talisman, the less armor I'm wearing, the more damage I just straight do. And if you're running the punching build, it's phenomenal because the punching gauntlets have like no weight to them. All right, we're just gonna do a basic poke. That's fine. All right, that wasn't too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's not bad. It's not bad. I don't like it because it means I have to run around naked. I'm just looking at my options. There's somebody probably coming up behind me. This is a good option because as I murder people, which you can do, it's obviously going to be bad against bosses. Ooh, let me do that. Let me do that. Hang on. There's one more test I want to do, and then we'll probably call the stream. You can use the red feather if you're comfortable staying at low health, or the ritual talisman if you're good at staying at high health. Oh, let me put my armor back on. Oh yeah, I do have the jar. Yay. Now I can like wear this, but I don't want to. I'd wear Mesmer's armor, but I forgot to buy it when I was in my original playthrough. Actually, this is probably going to over-encumber me. Yeah, I'm already at medium, and I just put on the headpiece. I might have to wear different pants. Yeah, I'm going to have to wear different pants. Nope, not Black Knight, not Freya's. I want something that at least looks like it matches the set. I don't got anything that does that. Fudge. Oh wait, there we go. I can wear the Fire Knight ones. Doesn't look right, but it's whatever. The reason I'm wearing this is because with poise that high, I can't be knocked. It's gonna be harder for me to be knocked out of my attack. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and play the alarm. We're under attack! We're under attack! If you have poise 61, it's really hard to be knocked out of your attacks. Ooh, wait a minute. I haven't been doing that either. Hang on. We're gonna make this more fun. Like, I'm sorry. If you just saw me do that to a clusterfuck of your people instantly, I would have walked away. I've been like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, so yeah. That's pretty much what I've been dicking around with. I really need to raise my endurance. You know what? Screw it. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. Now I can wear the pants proper. Solomon Grundy want pants too! There we go. But yeah, that's the build. It's not the best build. The Blasphemous Blade one is infinitely better. Like, I was doing 3 to 5k each time, but I spec'd out of it just because there were things I liked, things I didn't like. But for the Blasphemous Blade build, you do the Fire Scorpion Talisman. You can use this if you want. You don't need to. But the Ritual Sword Talisman's not a bad idea because you're almost always at full health. Because every time you kill something, you get health back. If you're wearing heavy armor, you wouldn't take this off, but we'll worry about that another time. And the Talisman of the Dread is like the two big ones. The Fire Scorpion and the Talisman of the Dread are the two big ones. Because with the Talisman of Dread, you also increase magma, which once again, that's what that weapon is. And then Shard of Alexander increases your... that's another required one. Because that makes your special more powerful. But yeah, I was doing like 4k. Anyway, I gotta go do some adulting stuff. Y'all, hope to see y'all. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Wrong drink. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to check out Coffee Over Gaming, which is my commentary channel. I will be dropping some commentary stuff on this, mostly smart-ass stuff, but it has nothing to do with, like, usually video games and stuff. I will continue be doing Dark Souls 2. Eventually, I'll do Demon Souls as well because I have a PS5 and I own the game. I just haven't bothered. So we'll be doing that eventually. And eventually, I want to do a charity stream, possibly a charity stream or just me fucking around, but a Dark Souls 3 Broken Sword run. And some of you may be looking at me, why do you hate yourself that much? Years of trauma. That's the answer. Additionally, you'll probably start seeing some content. I don't know if it'll be live streamed or it'll be recorded of me, Gothic, Cool Walker, and my older sibling Nick, who's getting into content creation, of us doing V Rising, which I'm looking forward to. Because I've played that game before full release, and apparently full release has a lot of new content. Additionally, I haven't ever played it with other people, so that's a big deal to me. Anyway, I appreciate all of y'all. Lots of love to y'all. Take care of yourself. Spend your day pursuing your ideal self or just sleeping. I don't care which. See you on the next one.